This is what I don't get about the conscious community. How can we say that we're the oldest people in the world, yet we existed before Africa? Meaning that, what were we before Africans? Right? How can we say that we are Africans and we can say, well, we are older than this? We existed before numbers. So how can you be an African when you existed before the word Africa itself? We just now finished talking about things pertaining to catastrophes and how the hurricanes, tornadoes, and certain things throughout the parallel realities is used to actually activate certain things in the neuromelanated body. Now, we have things in us. We talk about the pineal gland a lot, but we really don't know the functions and the superiority of the pineal gland. The pineal gland is an antenna. You can't see through your third eye. A lot of people are saying, well, when can I activate my third eye so I can see through it? You can only see with your two physical eyes. It is nowhere in hell that you can see with your third eye. You can only feel with that. Feeling is the highest form of communication. You can cause your own natural catastrophes utilizing your third eye or your pineal gland, what they call it, or your Horus, or your Christos, or your Christ, no matter how you want to label it. So, a lot of people don't know that, you know, when people say they feeling cold, air, chills, and they feel like it's their ancestors, their grandmother, or somebody who died in the house, or spirit. I mean, that's true. But in another instance, if we having a hurricane here, we have parallel realities around us that we can't see. They can see us, and they're trying to tap into us. If you have a hurricane and it hits your home, those realms around you that you can't see, with those beings in it, they can feel the air brush up against them because the catastrophes that's happening in the physical realm is on low density. They're on higher density, meaning that the realm or dimension that they're in is more susceptible to more prone or being able to tap into the things in the physical realm, such as it's just like when you sensitive. That's a great word to use. When you sensitive and you shaving your skin, you shaving your face, right? You're gonna feel it. It's gonna hurt because your skin is more sensitive to that razor. It's just like those parallel realities. Since the density of the light is more higher, it's easy for them to be able to feel what's going on in this dimension. They can tap into this dimension without even trying. You have to try because you are living on the lowest dimension of it all. Your thoughts is a dimension. It's fragments of other dimensions. So you can intercept a thought from a realm that you can't even see, and it's not even your thought. You get what I'm saying? When people running around committing murders and stuff, it's not really them doing that. Think about what I'm saying. If we are all energy, then the people in the room, the very people in the room around you, if you intercept their energy and it's negative, then you become negative. You might not see it right away happen in the physical, but it's going to be inside of your subconscious cooking up. And then next thing you know, 2 weeks later, you wake up and you don't want to work and hurt somebody. It's not really you. You picked up on somebody else's emotion, which is a thought. So you have to understand, when you're dealing with psychology, you're dealing with thoughts and patterns. Thoughts and patterns is emotions. That's what you are. And he who controls your thoughts controls your emotions. Right? You can't get emotional unless you put a thought in your mind. That's the power of the mind. The man has taught you, the hybrid European has taught you to judge things based on physicality. When you're supposed to judge things based on spirituality. When you judge things based on spirituality, you go by feeling. And what I say in the beginning of the video, you can only judge based on feeling because the energy of the people around you tells you who they are. We are energy. We can't die. We can only be shaped, formed, we keep moving. You get what I'm saying? So most of us might go on to another life. That's not in the future. You might go back to the past. Not meaning that you're beating yourself for time. It's just that sometimes, you know, fate does that. Because fate is the author of us all. This is what you call the mother. Fate knows best for us when it comes to traveling our journey, traveling our destiny. And there's no such thing as a destination. Everybody's saying, well, when I get to where I get to, where you going? Where are you going? As a matter of fact, I'm doing a book. It's called The Book of Life. And I'm going to do 2 whole chapters on the mind. Because how do we know where we are? Who are we really? And I'm going to keep reiterating this. The word human is European. Right? What were you before that English word came settled into the mind of the conscious of the body, the conscious body, which is the physical body. You have two types of conscious bodies. You have the mind, which is your etherical conscious body. Then you have the physical, which is your conscious body as far as precipitating things learned on this realm. And this realm is none other than the yin and the yang, meaning you are in the reality and you are in the illusion. There's nothing wrong with being here. It's just that you have to be able to tap into that part of yourself to balance yourself throughout certain tunnels and portals. What do I mean by that? When I say a tunnel and a portal, I'm talking about a physical body and a spiritual body, because you are just one, but you still have to balance both. Even though you're not the physical body, you still have to balance both. Or you automatically agree to leave the contract of this third dimension. And you're not here for yourself. Everybody say, I'm here to do this. I'm here to do that. You're not here to do nothing. Who told you that? Somebody told you that you're here to be gifted. You're here to go to school. You're here to go to college and learn this and learn that. No, it's not. How come birds don't go to college? You don't see nature running around talking about this is their fate. They just live. They just are. And that's what makes you more powerful to everybody around you. Because you're not seeking out another man's agenda. You're not coming here to try to, to succeed in the matrix. Because this is what this is. We are living in a matrix. But, when we are thinking, or when we are in our mind state of utilizing the facts, when we look at a fact and we look at something that's not fact, they both in kinship. That's like male and female. Because sometimes a non-factor can actually equal up to a factor. If you go outside, right? I'm gonna give you a good example. If you go outside, right, and you say, well, it's somebody outside, you better not go out there, somebody's shooting, you'll get hit by a car, right? And then somebody say, oh, stop playing around. Your mom said, go sit your ass down, stop playing around. Then your uncle go out the door to go to the store, right? Then all of a sudden, your uncle get hit by a car. You were just playing around, meaning that was a non-factor. But at the end of the day, it equaled up to a fact. That's what happens sometimes. Sometimes we say things that we really don't know that is a fact because of the energy that's around us that's actually living in our subconscious. So we play with facts. It doesn't necessarily make it a non-factor because you play with it, but sometimes it's good to listen to fools. Because even a fool is wise. It's on accident sometimes. They say things on accident. I was like that when I was younger. You know what I mean? So yeah. So with that much said, Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor, I'm out.